in the high-velocity, neon-lit landscape of global entertainment, where digital trends shift like desert sands and stars often flicker out as quickly as they ignite, Park Bo-gum has achieved the impossible. He has built a permanent monument to his own legacy. Long gone are the days when he was simply defined by the nation's little brother moniker, a title that, while affectionate, could never truly contain the sheer magnitude of his ambition or the depth of his talent. As we move through 2026, we are no longer just watching a career trajectory. We are officially living in the Bo-gum era. This period is defined by a breathtaking metamorphosis, seeing a man once known for his soft, wholesome charm evolve into a formidable global powerhouse of action, music, high fashion, and cultural diplomacy. His ascent is not merely a product of luck or a handsome face. It is a masterclass in strategic reinvention, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to authenticity that resonates in every corner of the globe. The foundational stones of this era were laid years ago with a quiet, devastatingly brilliant Go player Choi take in Reply 1988, a role that didn't just capture the heart of South Korea but effectively stopped it. However, if 2015 was his introduction to the pantheon of greats, 2025 and 2026 have served as his absolute coronation. This year, Park Bo-gum shattered the crystal-clear flower boy mold with a grit and visceral intensity that the industry had never seen from him. His leading role in the JTBC blockbuster series Good Boy was the catalyst for this shift. Portraying Yoon Dong-ju, a former Olympic boxing gold medalist who pivots into the world of law enforcement as a police officer, Bo-gum underwent a physical and psychological transformation that stunned critics. He traded his signature gentle, sparkling gaze for the hardened, weary intensity of a man who has tasted both victory and the bitter dust of the streets. The industry stood in awe as he performed the vast majority of his own stunts, demonstrating a level of athleticism and tactical precision that proved he belongs among the elite action stars of his generation. This was a calculated declaration. He is no longer the prince waiting in the castle. He is the warrior at the gates. But the Bo-gum effect extends far beyond the borders of a television set or a movie theater. It has permeated the very fabric of global culture. In 2025, his appointment as the first male Hallyu culture artist by the Ministry of Culture was far more than a ceremonial title. It was an acknowledgement of his role as a bridge between the storied traditions of Korean heritage and the hyper-modern global stage. Whether he is standing in the front row of a Celine show in Paris, draped in high-fashion silhouettes that he carries with effortless grace, or starring in international campaigns for luxury giants like Omega, he brings a level of clean, prestige, and dignity that is increasingly rare in the chaotic world of celebrity. He is a man who can promote the elegance of the hanbok to a Gen Z audience in New York one day and engage in high-level cultural diplomacy the next, always maintaining a reputation that is remarkably scandal-proof. In an age where brand safety is paramount, Park Bo-gum has become the ultimate gold standard. His artistic versatility reached a historic peak with the launch of the seasons, Park Bo-gum's Cantabile. Taking over as the host of this prestigious music talk show franchise was a full-circle moment for the star. Many forget that before the cameras rolled on his first acting gig, Bo-gum was a trained musician, a singer-songwriter at heart. On this stage, he didn't just read a script. He played the piano with a virtuosity that brought audiences to tears, sang with a soulful resonance that topped digital charts, and conducted interviews with a level of empathy and intelligence that redefined what a host could be. He became the first actor in history to anchor the show, proving that his musicality isn't a side hobby, it is a core pillar of his identity. This duality, the ability to command a 100-episode historical drama and then lead a live musical broadcast with equal mastery, is exactly why his influence continues to surge across global streaming platforms. As we look at his most recent and upcoming projects, the narrative of his 2026 dominance becomes even clearer. In the historical thriller Canvas of Blood, he explores the darker, more complex nuances of power as Prince Anpyeong, showing a psychological depth that suggests his best years are still ahead of him. Yet, despite the massive scale of his fame, he remains anchored by a startling sense of reality. This is most evident in the reality sensation, The Village Barber. In a move that surprised the industry, Bogum utilized the professional barber license he earned during his mandatory military service in the Navy to provide genuine services to elderly citizens in rural villages. There were no cameras playing tricks, no scripted moments of forced humility, just a man with a pair of shears and a genuine desire to serve. This inherent goodness, often described by co-stars and staff as his most supernatural trait, is the secret sauce of his longevity. Fans don't just admire his work, they trust his character. Furthermore, his influence in 2026 is bolstered by his visionary approach to his own career management. Since moving to Musicality, he has curated a portfolio that balances commercial massive hits with artistic integrity. He is no longer just an actor for hire, he is an architect of content. By choosing roles like the human clone in C.O. Bach or the devoted husband in the Jeju Island period piece, When Life Gives You Tangerines, he has shown a refusal to be pigeonholed. He understands that the modern audience craves depth over glitz. His collaboration with IU in When Life Gives You Tangerines became a watershed moment for Netflix, breaking viewing records across Europe and Latin America, proving that his appeal is not limited by language or geography. It is the human element in his acting, the way he can convey a world of heartbreak with a single flick of his eyes, that makes him universal language in himself. In the realm of personal branding, Park Bo-gum has mastered the art of the meaningful hiatus. Unlike many stars who overexpose themselves to the point of exhaustion, Bo-gum retreats to refine his craft, returning each time with a new skill or a deeper perspective. Whether it is mastering a new language for his Japanese music releases or training with professional boxers for months to ensure authenticity, his dedication is unrivaled. This work ethic has garnered the respect of veteran actors and rookies alike, positioning him as a mentor figure in the industry despite his relatively young age. He is the personification of the green flag celebrity, someone who uses their platform to elevate others, frequently engaging in quiet philanthropy that only comes to light months later. The Bo-gum era is not a fluke of timing or the result of a viral trend. It is the culmination of a decade of meticulous growth, calculated risks, and an ironclad work ethic. As we watch his story continue to unfold in 2026 and beyond, we are witnessing the rise of a legend whose impact will be felt for generations. There is no longer a question of if he will be remembered, but rather how many more boundaries he will break before he is done. The world is finally catching up to what Korea has known all along. There is only one Park Bo-gum, and his reign is only just beginning.